So I'm just doing an example of a question that you may be asked involving the hyperbolic paraboloid. So in this particular question, it shows the outline plan of a hyperbolic paraboloid roof surface, which is A, B, C, D. Corners A and C are at ground level. Corner B is 12 meters above ground level, and corner D is 20 meters above ground level. So you've been given that information. So first, you draw in your plan, like so, and what they're looking for is to project an elevation and also draw an end view of the roof. So the first thing I done was draw in my plan, and what you're going to do is each of the sides must be divided up into equal spaces. This can be done by measuring divisions of lines, like so. You've all done that before. So I'm just going to show you. So all these sides are divided up into. I divide them into 5 equal parts. You can use as many as you want. Obviously, the more you have, the more accurate you're going to be, but it's going to be more complicated as well to keep track of everything. So once you have those divided up into equal parts, what you're going to do then is join the elements. So join these points across each other. So the points on AB are going to join over the points on DC, the opposite points. So just add them in. So you can see we have we kind of have a grid now. And so what you're going to do is then project this. So the first thing you're going to do is project A, B, C, and D up to for your elevation, like so. So A, B, C, and D are projected straight up. That gives us our elevation here. And what you're going to do then is bring all your points up that you've made already using your elements. So sorry about this. So just going to bring all those points up. So the points from A to B are brought up, and up to the line AB in elevation. And the same goes for the rest between A and D, B and C, and lastly D and C. So your points are brought up, and it gives you more points to draw in elements in elevation. So just draw in my elements. So you see what you have here. It's just crossing over, so it's twisted. Looks twisted in elevation, and this you can see sort of a parabolic shape starting to form there. So that's our elevation drawn of the roof surface. And the last thing he wants us to do is draw our end elevation. So again, the points A, B, C, and D were brought over, and we're able to join them, A, B, C, and D. These points again, where the touch between D and C are brought over to where the touch between D and C here. Same as what we done for elevation, and what we're going to do is join them. So we make sure they're joined to the corresponding point. Like this first point between D and C corresponds to the first point between A and B. So you see that line goes down there, and what we're left with, you can see more clearly here, is this parabolic shape. And that's how to solve that question involving the hyperbolic paraboloid.